one of the things that's affected high school basketball, and of course you were an assistant on Fenwick girls state championship team, is the advent of the AAU coach and the AAU teams. These things are bigger than ever.
They sure are. Yeah, and a lot of times what happens is you have, in a different way than the personal training maybe, but same concept, you have people, outside influences saying, and some coaches I'm sure are very good people. I don't want to paint it with a broad brush, but I will anyway. Yeah. You have people saying it's more important to play with your all-star AAU squad in the summer and win a national championship than, and just practice, play on your high school team. But we're the ones that are going to get you the college scholarship. We're the ones that all these coaches come out and see because they're not in season, so they have time to recruit all these summer jamborees and tournaments and things like that. That can breed to some attitude when it comes time for the high school season, and you're teamed up with a group of players who might be a great group of men or women, but maybe not, and oftentimes will not be the same skill set that you're used to playing with in the summer, when it virtually can be an all-star team depending upon your skill level. And it can get nasty. I've seen it. I've heard stories about it. It can get nasty. So who do you go to as a parent? Are you influenced by the AAU coach? Are they the ones that say to the mom and dad, hey, don't listen to what coach so-and-so says at the high school level. He's just coaching a high school team, or she's just coaching a high school team. Stick with me. We'll get you the D1 scholarship. When again, there's a finite number of those going around.
Right.
So it's really gotten big, and I think it's really gotten to the point where there's a lot of animosity between high school programs and AAU programs, and I don't think I'm out of bounds on that.
No.
Not at all.
Coach DeCanio, maybe AAU is not focused on high school football players, but there are organizations that are, and one of the things I'm getting to is the quarterback camps, these elite quarterback camps.
Right.
I read things about 98 Division I starters went to these elite quarterback camps. Are these things all bad? Is there some virtual things in there?
Oh, no, there's some, there's some good things. You have to research it as any coach has to do, and we research the best camps for our kids to go to. The one thing that we want our kids to do is we want them to research not only a camp, but the academic structure that a place offers also. Bob, there's too much organization. There's just too much organization. I mean, I'd love to get rid of all these camps. Bob, it's money making. Sure. Yeah. That's all it is. I could do it too. I hate asking for money. Come to my camp, you're going to be a success. It's just a money making guarantee that these guys are putting themselves, their country clubs and their Mercedes and their Lincolns and whatever. Like I said in one of the segments earlier, organization, imagination of the youth, we've lost because we're organizing everything they do. Go out and make a pickup game. I loved a movie, I just watched it the other night with Shaquille O'Neal when Nick Nolte got fired from his job.
Blue Chips.
And when he's walking at the end and he sees about 6 kids playing basketball in the corner. We don't see that anymore.
Right.
We have no imagination. Our kids have lost that touch because we have these camps and we have these trainers and we have, hey, moms and dads, watch your wallets when they come to you. That's all I'm going to say.
Coach Hogan, it's all about trying to get that elusive scholarship because it's so valuable. But what high school students need to realize is somewhere around 96% of them are never going to wear a helmet or a jersey or a pair of cleats that say Fenwick High School on them again after the last game of their senior year. How hard is that for kids to accept, and how much do you take on that responsibility of sending that message?
I think it was up to about 10 years ago. I think kids accepted that more than now, because they hear there's some place to play at any, there's some place for me to play. I know it's some place because they're hearing this from outside, my coaching ramp. So 10 years ago, the first, let's say 18 years, I didn't have that problem because they knew that was my last time I was going to catch. I've sent 122 kids into the college level in 29 years, and there's 3 more that will go this next year. That's an average of 3 off a team of about 26, 27. I mean, that's not a whole lot that's going on to college to play. So to go with the AAU and everything that I'm running into the next level is they're hearing it from their traveling teams.
Sure.
That's the AAU of baseball. And it's getting tougher for me to compete with AAU because now the AAU, would you rather go to St. Lawrence to play a game in the summertime, or would you rather go to Disney World and play a nice long weekend? You know, with the limitations that we have. And so that AAU is saying, we go down there, you're going to get exposure, you're going to get scholarships. That's not true.
This is a round table, right, guys? Absolutely. I'll just jump in here. And you too, Pat. I don't know. Is AAU also a money-making thing? Is AAU a charged?
Yeah.
Some of the teams are sponsored.
Some are sponsored.
by
But
shoe companies. And
does Sue have to pay the AAU organization
Yeah, there's a
to
fee.
play?
There's a fee to play.
Okay. All right.
there's some AAU coaches that are wearing nice clothes and driving nice cars.
Okay. Yeah, again. All right. The moms and dads, watch your wallets when they come. And this is an opinionated show, I hope. so.
Absolutely. And there's no wrong answers, but the answers we got were outstanding.
Okay.
The ever-changing face of high school sports, and some great answers and insight from some legendary coaches. So, gentlemen, thank you for taking the time to join us. That'll wrap it up here on the High School Roundtable from mouthpiecesports.com.